The Time Machine. It was very early in the morning. All the kids were waiting in the park near two big race motorbikes. The kids came to see Archie and Max's performance. Archie and Max were 16 years old, and they were twin brothers. They were in the park to ride a motorbike. They tried many times, but they always fell down. They wanted to be members of Speedo. Speedo was a cool motorbike club. Then Chuck arrived, and everybody stopped talking. Chuck was the leader of the Speedo club. He said, "Okay, guys, we are here for Archie and Max. They want to be members of Speedo. They want to be men. So this morning they will try to ride a motorbike again." Everybody shouted and applauded. Chuck gave his black motorbike to Archie and Max. Everybody shouted and applauded. Chuck gave his black motorbike to Archie, and Max took the other motorbike. They got on the motorbikes and started them. They were scared. Then Chuck looked at them and said, "Go!" Archie and Max rode the motorbikes for 2 meters, but they couldn't go any further. First, Archie fell down and crashed Max. After him, Max fell down too. They were on the ground. They were not hurt, but everybody was laughing at them. Chuck said, "You fell again. This is the 5th time. You cannot be members of this club. You are not men yet. You are only children." Then everybody went to the bus station. Archie and Max were very sad. They went to the bus station and they did not talk. The school bus came and they got onto the bus. The bus was very crowded, and the other students were talking with their friends. But Archie and Max did not have any friends. They were shy and quiet boys. Archie said silently, "Do not worry, Max. Next time we will ride the motorbikes." "I do not think so. We are losers, Archie. Let's forget it." Archie and Max were not good riders, but they were very clever and hard-working at school. They always got A's in their exams, and all the teachers liked them. Mr. Kingston especially liked Max and Archie very much. They were his favourite students. Archie and Max liked Mr. Kingston too. Their favourite lesson was physics. Then the bus stopped, and all the students got off the bus. Archie and Max walked down the corridor very slowly. The other boys were talking to the girls, and they all looked cool and happy. But Archie and Max did not talk to anybody and went into the classroom. They sat on their desks and waited for the teacher. It was Mr. Kingston's lesson. The classroom was very noisy. Then Mr. Kingston came in the classroom and said, "Good morning, class." "Good morning, teacher," said the students. Mr. Kingston began his lesson. The lesson was about time and space, and Archie and Max listened very carefully. The other students did not like the lesson at all. They were all bored, and when the lesson finished, all the students ran out of the class. After school, Archie and Max preferred going to the library and reading some books about space and time, then playing with their friends. Archie found an old book on the shelf. Its title was "The Time Machine." "Hey, look, Max! I found a book about time travel." "That's great! Let's read it," said Max. It was a very old and interesting book. The book was about a simple time machine. Archie read the book loudly. "The time machine has two circles and a very big round magnet in the middle. The machine is started with electrical power. The circles turn very fast, and then the machine creates a big black hole. This hole is a door to the past or future." "Wow!" said Max. "We can build our time machine. It is very simple. All we need is two circles, a magnet, and electricity," said Archie. "Can we?" "Yes, we can. This book can help us." "Don't be stupid, Archie. This is just a storybook." "But maybe it tells the truth." "Maybe," said Max. Then they went home and talked about the time machine, and finally they decided to try it. They wanted to build a time machine. They took the book and went to their small laboratory. Their laboratory was in the basement. There were lots of tools and strange machines in the laboratory. Archie and Max used this laboratory for their physics experiments. This time, they were trying to build a time machine. "Okay, Max, let's begin to work, but do not forget we won't tell our father or mother about this," said Archie. "Okay, I won't tell them. This will be a secret time machine. First, we must find two iron circles and a round magnet. I can use my bicycle's wheels. But where can we find a big round magnet?" "In my father's old car." "What? He will kill us." "We won't tell him," said Max. Then they took the circles and the magnet from the garage and prepared the machine. Max made the electrical connections. The machine was ready now. "Are you ready, Archie?" "I will start the time machine." "Yes, I am ready, Max." Then Max started the time machine, and the circles began to turn very fast. They turned faster and faster. The machine created a strong wind in the laboratory. All the papers flew around, and then a big dark hole appeared in the middle of the machine. The black hole was very small at first, but then it became bigger and bigger. "What will we do now?" asked Archie. We will jump inside the black hole. Are you scared? No, I am not. Okay then, let's jump, said Archie. Then they jumped inside the black hole together. There was a very strong white light in the hole. They screamed and fell into the hole. They were falling very fast. They saw a green light at the end of the hole, and finally they fell into a big forest. There were only trees around them. There were no cars or buildings. The black hole was still open. Are you okay, Max? Yes, I am okay. Where are we? I don't know. We are in a forest. I think we came to the past, said Max. Suddenly, Max heard a sound and looked back. He saw lots of men behind the trees. Their faces were painted, and they all had beards and moustaches. They did not have any clothes. The only leather clothes around their waist. The men were looking at Max and Archie. Then one of them shouted, "Bring them here!" "Run, Max," said Archie. Then Max and Archie began to run. The men were running too. They were trying to catch Max and Archie. Archie and Max were running very fast. Max said, "Who are they?" "We are in the past. These are cavemen. We are in the Stone Age." "Stone Age? That's impossible." "Yes, Stone Age. They are living in caves. They didn't like us. We must run away." "Look, there is a lake. We can jump into the lake and swim. Maybe they cannot swim." "Okay, let's jump." Then they jumped into the lake and started swimming. The cavemen came up to the lake, but they did not jump into the lake. One caveman shouted, "The green monster will eat you!" "What is the green monster, Max?" asked Archie. "I don't know." "Oh my God! Look! This is a crocodile." "What?" There was a huge crocodile in the lake, and it was coming towards Max and Archie. The crocodile had very sharp teeth and a very strong tail. Max and Archie screamed and swam. "Swim, Max, swim! The crocodile will eat us." "Oh my God!" "Do not look at the crocodile, just swim," said Archie. "Okay." They swam very fast and went to the other side of the lake. The crocodile followed them for a while, but then it went back into the lake. The cavemen were at the other side of the lake, but they did not go back. "Look, Max, the cavemen are making a boat with the wood. They will come here. We must run again." "But the cavemen have already made a boat and passed the lake." Max and Archie were running in the forest again. Then suddenly Max shouted, "Ah!" "What happened?" asked Archie. A snake bit me. Oh, this is terrible. You can't run any more. Max could not walk, and then the cavemen came and caught Max and Archie. They tied their hands and legs and took them to their caves. There were other cavemen and women in the caves. They all looked at Max and Archie. Max and Archie were afraid of these people. Then a very tall and fat caveman came. He looked very strong. His face was painted in red and black. I am the chief of these people. My name is Etu. We are the brave people of the caves. Now tell me, where did you come from? We came from the future, said Archie. Future? Said Etu. Etu laughed, and all the other people began to laugh. Then suddenly Etu stopped laughing and raised his hand. This is my forest, and you are strangers. We do not like strangers. You must pass the test, or you will be my slaves. What is the test? Asked Max. You must ride the monster teeth, said Etu. What is a monster teeth? Asked Archie. Monster teeth is the name of a mammoth. Mammoths are very big animals. You must ride a mammoth to be a caveman. Tomorrow morning you will go to the monster teeth's place and ride it. Then they took Archie and Max to a cave and left them in the cave. They gave them some food, but the food was not cooked. It smelled very bad, but Max and Archie were very hungry, so they ate the bad food. They slept in the cave, but in the middle of the night they heard a voice. A young caveman came to the cave and said, "Shh, don't shout. I came to help you." "Who are you?" asked Archie. "My name is Yuma. I am the son of Etu. I liked your colourful clothes. Give me one of your colourful clothes and I will help you tomorrow." "You do not know riding mammoths, but I do. I can teach you. Give me one of your clothes." "Okay, take this," said Max. Max gave him his green and yellow pullover, and Yuma took it happily. Then Yuma said, Max gave him his green and yellow pullover, and Yuma took it very happily. Then Yuma said, "The monster teeth is a very big mammoth, but do not forget you are always the master. You can be small, but you must feel strong. You must give him some food, and then you must touch its big teeth. When you touch its teeth, it will sit down, and then you can climb and ride it. Don't forget, you are always the master." Then Yuma took the jacket and went away. Archie and Max were anxious, and they did not sleep any more. The next day, a young caveman came and said, "Wake up! We are going to find the monster teeth for you." Max and Archie stood up and went out of the cave. Etu and two other cavemen were waiting. "Come with me," said Etu. They went into the forest and walked for hours. Finally they stopped. Etu said, "The monster teeth is behind these trees, and there is a lake over there. You must catch it and then ride it. You should ride it till you reach the lake. Then you will be a man, and I will let you go. But don't forget you should not fall down before you reach the lake." "This animal is huge," said Archie. "You do not have any other way. Ride the mammoth, or you will be my slaves." "Are you cowards?" asked Etu. Archie and Max got very angry. Archie said, "We are not cowards. You will see that." "Come on, Archie, let's ride this monster," said Max. Then they walked very slowly and silently. The monster teeth was eating some leaves from a big tree. Archie and Max came near it. They were scared, but they did not run away. The monster teeth saw them and raised its giant head. Then it made a horrible sound. Max and Archie closed their eyes and ears. The sound was very loud. "Do not be scared, Max. Remember Yuma. We are the masters. Let's give it some food," said Archie. Then Archie collected some leaves and gave them to the monster teeth. The monster teeth saw the leaves and walked slowly towards Archie. It was very big, and Archie was afraid, but he did not move. The monster teeth took the leaves with its giant trunk and ate them. At the same time, Max approached it slowly and touched its big teeth. The monster teeth suddenly stopped and sat down slowly. Max said, "Come on, Archie, let's get on it." Archie and Max got onto the monster teeth. Its back was soft and comfortable, but the monster teeth stood up and began to scream. It was a very powerful animal. Max said, "The monster teeth didn't like us." "You are right, Max. We must be very careful." The monster teeth began to run and jump. Archie and Max were swinging at the top of it. Max said, "It is very strong, Archie." "Hang on, Max. We must hang on. Don't forget, we are the masters." Then the monster teeth began to run. It ran towards the lake. The cavemen and Etu were running behind them. They were shouting and jumping. They looked very happy. Archie and Max rode the monster teeth to the lake, and they were very tired. Archie said, "We have almost come to the lake, Max. We can jump now." "Okay, Archie, let's jump." They jumped down, and the monster teeth ran away. Etu and the other two cavemen came. Etu said, "Well done. You are not small children any more, since you have ridden the monster teeth and have become men." "Can we go now?" asked Archie. "Yes, you can go, but we must celebrate first," said Etu. After a while, they returned to the caveman's place. Everybody was curious, and they were looking at Archie and Max. Then Etu said, "Listen up. These two boys are not children any more. They rode the monster teeth. They are men now. We should celebrate this." Everybody shouted and began to dance. They made a big fire and danced around the fire. They brought lots of food and had a very big party. Archie and Max had a lot of fun. They liked the cavemen. After the party, Archie and Max went to the forest and found their black hole. The hole was still open. Archie said, "Come on, Max, let's jump into the hole." "Okay." They jumped inside the black hole and went back home. "Oh my God, that was incredible, Max," said Archie. "Yes, Archie, we had a great adventure. I feel very strong and different," said Max. Then Archie stopped the time machine and closed the black hole. They felt very tired and slept on the ground. They could not go to their rooms. The next day, Archie woke up first. He said, "Come on, Max, wake up." "Okay, Archie." "What is the time?" asked Max. "It's 9 o'clock. Let's go to the school." Okay. They went out and got on the school bus. They felt very happy and excited, but they didn't talk about the time machine. It was a secret. Then the school bus stopped and they got off the bus. Chuck was in the school garden with his motorbike, and everybody was around him. He was a cool and popular boy. Chuck saw Archie and Max and said, "Good morning, children." Everybody laughed at Archie and Max. They were embarrassed and angry. Max said, "You cannot call us that. We are not children any more." "Yes, you are," said Chuck. "You will see," said Max. Then Max suddenly took Chuck's motorbike and got on it. Everybody was shocked, but Max did not get excited. He was cool. He remembered the words of Yuma. "You can be small, but you must feel strong. Do not forget, you are always the master." Max started the motorbike and rode it like a racer. He felt very strong and said, "I am the master." Everybody was shocked. He rode the motorbike around the school and came back to the garden. He got off the motorbike and gave it to Archie. Archie was excited. So Max whispered to Archie, "Remember the words of Yuma, Archie. We are the masters. We can be small, but we must be strong." "Yes," said Archie loudly. Then he rode the motorbike like his brother did and came back. Max said, "Nobody can call us children now. We rode the motorbike and we are the masters now." Everybody applauded. They went to the classroom and everybody was talking about them. They were very popular in school now. They became cool guys. After the school, Chuck found Max and Archie in the school garden. He looked embarrassed. "Hi guys, I'm sorry for calling you children. You are cool guys, and you can be members of Speedo now. You can join our club." "Thanks, Chuck," said Archie. "Thanks, Chuck," said Max. They shook hands and became members of Speedo, and nobody called them children any more.